What? Can I video you guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
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 Dream apartment aesthetic. Like the snow.
Looking down on a park square.
Yeah. Hello. This is our unboxing. It says normal because we are very normal.
We're very normal.
Everyone agrees. Okay. So first, this is the sour cream and onion estrella. I've always seen people do that, so that's really cool. Do you want to take a look at them?
I'm looking at them.
Awesome. They have little red onions and sour cream, and that looks like parsley. Cool. Awesome. I'm just gonna put that right there.
I'm waiting for the chocolate.
Okay, so this is the chocolate.
One of the chocolates.
Oh, one of the chocolates. Yeah, one of the chocolates. This is a wafer and chocolate. It's gonna be so delicious. Do you want to touch it? Tell them what it feels like. Tell them what it sounds like.
It sounds like Fox's Honey Phil did not see his shadow today.
Hard agree. Okay. Next, more Estrella chips grill. I'm assuming this is barbecue.
I actually have never tried those, so we'll maybe
they
discover
look like
together.
barbecue. Oh, it's happening, folks. It's
I'm just
happening.
sending it. They look less colorful than they did on the cover. Do you want to try one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh. Powerful.
Intense.
Those are good.
Max had liquid smoke
Ew.
ice cream.
Ew.
Leche quemado at like a Hispanic Mexican
Yeah.
paleteria type place.
I
It's
hate
weird.
liquid smoke
So
and smoke flavor.
okay, leche quemada. Sorry, we're getting off topic from the unboxing video. The cheap ones I've had before do taste like liquid smoke. This one tastes like real smoked flavor
Wow.
ice cream, which I still couldn't actually get down for, but I did.
But it was
try
better.
It was better.
Okay, let's move. Let's keep it
Yeah,
moving.
moving on. Sorry.
Sorry.
We gotta save the best for last.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my thought process. Okay. So we have our second chocolate item.
Apparently,
Holly?
the favorite of the person behind the camera.
Yes. So with a taste of chocolate, Arak butter. That's not in English. And
Butterscotch? Butter.
Butter toffee? Okay. Maybe it's in English. Yum. We'll have to try. Oh, so exciting. Yeah.
Do I want to do this?
Yeah, do it. There's three, they're different flavors. So one is dark,
Oh, that's
darker, one's lighter, and one has this white filling in it, which is the best one.
okay. I was wondering. So that being the vanilla one is your favorite?
I think it's Arak or whatever it is.
What
but
is
yeah,
that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they're also kind of crunchy. Well, you guys both had the same
Like when I walked into the men's restroom at LAX and I walked out.
The way they described it to me was they walked in and then they went.
That's funny.
I like this. This is good.
Yeah,
It's all stuck in my teeth.
I know it does really get in there. And now, the main event, or not the main event, the final event.
You're gonna.
Isabella, we can't see anything.
You should get a little closer to the camera there, my love.
This is a donkey face mask. This is a Fiona face mask for all those princesses out there.
Me.
Yes, you. And this is a Shrek face mask. For anyone that just feels like an ogre today.
That's gonna be you. And just to justify this, you had a like multi-year long ogre phase where every dress up occasion was you dressing as an ogre, and you would always eat chicken on the bone and say that you were like an ogre. I'm not being mean. This is purely factual.
I was informed about this.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
We all have our strange obsessions when we're 2 or 3.
And yours was being an ogre. But not even like a Shrek ogre.
No, you were an ogre before.
It was like
cool.
it was like Grimm's fairy tales ogre style.
Yeah. I dressed up as ogre for Halloween a couple years
Can we
ago.
bring it back for next Halloween? Can
Please.
what do we pair
Run
with
it
an
back.
ogre? What do I?
You
what
could be
am I?
chicken on the bone and you be the ogre.
You're gonna need to really work out.
You-
learn to work
but
out
you're
ways
gonna-
you pick me up.
And you're gonna be like just like the nod bone, because it was always the nod clean bone,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
actual chicken on the bone. Okay, thanks for doing your unboxing.
Thanks for the stuff. We're feeling very normal.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Oh yeah.
They didn't stop us or ask us any
There was like a
questions.
lane.
Var precis in på Stockholm Mission och hittade de här vantar och jag är så nöjd med dem. Finns det någonting bättre än Östermalm på en solig dag? Det tror jag faktiskt inte. Fint. Det är, jag ska möta upp min syrra och hennes kille på Nationalmuseet.
Hello. It is Monday, February 16th, which means today is officially 1 month of me being in Sweden, which just felt nice to acknowledge and mark it. I can't believe it's been a month. It feels like kind of hard to wrap my mind around how long it's actually been. Like, it feels like it's gone so quickly. And at the same time, I feel like a lot has happened. So I don't really know where I'm landing on that one, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. And I think I'm in this mode right now where I'm like constantly thinking about how much time I've been here and more like how much time I have left. And so it's sort of a relief to realize that only today marks the 1 month of me being here, which means I have a month and a half to go. I feel like it's been 7 bajillion years since I've properly filmed something, but whatever, here I am. As you can probably see, I have some additions to my fridge. I got this photograph, the top photograph. It's like a silver gelatin print I got in Budapest. And then this postcard I also got in Budapest. You may recognize it from my Budapest video. It's this very, very beautiful painting. And then this little magnet I got from Livrustkammaren, where I went a couple days ago. As you will have seen from the previous clips, my sister and her boyfriend are in town, and we have been going around the city. Their trip is actually like really short. I don't think I quite realized just how short it is, but they arrived Thursday night, and then they leave, like their flight leaves at 7:30 a.m. Thursday morning of this week. So their their trip is quick. So Thursday night, I just picked them up from the train station, helped them get into their Airbnb, which was complicated. So I was glad I was there to help. Also, their Airbnb is extremely cute. You probably will have seen. And then we got dinner at Meatballs for the People. Okay, before you come at me for going to Meatballs for the People, let me just say something. So they're staying on Södermalm, and they were like, you know, off of 24 hours of travel basically. And I was like, do you want dinner? What's up? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, we want soup. We're like walking around in the cold, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they land on meatballs. I'm like, okay, do we go to this, like, I can't remember what, like Östgötgatan, Källaren, or do we go to meatballs for the people? And I just felt like straight off of a plane, maybe you want to go for like this, not safe, but like the most like obvious and open to touristic interpretation place, just so that you like limit the sort of cognitive load of having to like process all this new stuff. Maybe I was projecting onto them too much my like own post-flight state, but I was like, I'm gonna swallow my pride, because I've never been to meatballs for the people, because I don't know, I've always sort of been suspicious of it because it's like so fucking touristy. Anyway, we went, and I don't think I'll be returning. It was fine, but it was like so expensive, and I didn't think it was very good. And the service was also really slow. It just like it felt like it took a really long time to get our food, and it wasn't very busy. So whatever. I'm not endorsing meatballs to the people, I guess is what I'm saying. But we did go there, and we had dinner. And then Friday, what did we do Friday? Oh yeah, Friday was like the first proper day. So we met up in Gamla Stan. We had a nice little like lunch fika situation at Fabriken on Gamla Stan. And then very excitingly, then we went into Stockholm Stadmission, where I got my new mittens, which I'm so excited about. And I also got, I'll show a clip of it here. I got this really nice drawing. I need to look more into the artist. I like managed to make out what the signature says, so I need to do some more Googling. I was Googling it very late at night. I was looking at it, and I was trying to tell if it was a lithograph or a real drawing, and I was staring at it, like practically giving myself a cross-eyed headache trying to distinguish. And then I asked the woman in the shop, like, do you know about like paintings basically, and like, do you think this is real, or do you think this is a print? And she was like, I think it's a real drawing. So I got it, and it was 199 crowns, which felt like a good deal for what it is. I'm sure many people already know this, but the Stockholm Stadmission in Gamla Stan is so good. I love my mittens, so happy about my mittens. And then also it's kind of been like a good week for vintage shopping, because on Thursday, right before Esse and Max arrived, I got coffee with a friend, and then I went into a couple of stores, but from Old Touch, I got a pillowcase that says good night, which I was pretty excited about. So yeah, I feel like I've been kind of like settling in a very like tangible way, like putting stuff up and what have you, which is slightly incongruous with how much time I have left here. Friday, we were at Stockholm Stadmission, and then this was like the thing that I've been waiting to do and wanted to go all together, which was we went to Livrustkammaren. It was so good. I was so like excited. This was something I really wanted to do. I had watched like an hour-long YouTube video about the museum back in San Francisco like many months ago, and was like, the next time I'm in Stockholm, I have to go do this. And yeah, I thought it was so good. Like, it was just really, I had a lot of fun just being like, wow, like these objects are so incredible. And it felt really like energizing or exciting to be there. And I also liked that it wasn't so huge. Like, I feel like sometimes collections like that can be so overwhelming, but it was like kind of like perfectly lagom, like just really enough to really like stimulate the senses and kind of be exciting and kind of inspiring in certain ways, but not so much to just feel like, oh my god, I can't get through all of this. And I also ended up kind of dipping into a guided tour that was happening. Like, I heard someone speaking in the other room, and I was like, oh, what's that? And then I ended up following along for a couple of rooms, and I feel like the information that I learned from that was also super interesting, and it was in Swedish, so I was like memorizing all these facts and then like running back to Esse and Max being like, okay, so what I learned is blah 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 And then we went down to see the carriages. I've also, like, just to know, I've never been to the palace. Like, I've never actually done that. I don't know why. I've just not done it. I've obviously walked past, but I've never been in. So we saw the royal carriages, and that was also so incredible. Like, I'd never seen a carriage up close or at all, I don't think. So I didn't understand like the scale, but they're so big and so like resplendent and beautiful. And seeing this like gilded sleigh that the Empress Maria Theresa gave to Sweden in 1777, I think it was. Oh, it was so beautiful and just like awakened my imagination in an incredible way. Especially like I was reading the text and it said that at the time 50 such sleighs would have been like out and about on a given day in Vienna with accompanying live music. I was like, holy moly, this is so like just imagining how beautiful was kind of incredible. So that was a highlight for sure. And then Saturday was Valentine's Day and Esse and Max had plans, and I also, because I knew they had this like dinner plan, then I made a plan to see my friend for coffee. This friend is someone that I met in San Francisco and we became collaborators and made a piece together, not this past November, but the November prior. And then he, at the end of this past summer, moved to Copenhagen to start his master's at the Royal School of Music in composition. So it was nice to catch up with him. We went to Crumb Heaven. It's like, you know, my standard meeting place. And then on Sunday, which was yesterday, we had such gorgeous weather. Oh my God, it was so beautiful. At least in the morning, it was like, I think I have some clips. Insanely beautiful. And I think this is like winter propaganda type weather. I get it. But like, I was just like, is there anything more beautiful? Östermalm and in the sun is incredible. And I think like that view out over Djurgårdens, what is it? The canal. And like the tower out at Gärdet and the blue. Why am I blanking on this word? The blue gate. Those places in my mind and in my imagination and in my little self are really special places. And it was very, very special to see them in their most beautiful winter state, everybody going out on the ice, like to see that in its like peak summer beauty and then see it in its peak winter beauty. It was just like really special. Last night then I went to a movie night at a friend's house, which was really nice, and then ended up like leaving with a couple of guys to walk to the train. And it was also again like kind of this very surreal moment where like we're walking out, like my friend is actually someone that I know from San Francisco, but these two guys were Swedish, and we were like then just like chatting about like apartments and stuff in Swedish. And it's hard not to have these moments of just like surreal, like, whoa, this is really happening, but great fun also to just be like, oh my gosh, this is really, I'm doing it. Like I'm just hanging out with people my age, just having like a very normal social interaction, being my normal self, like my personality is coming through. This is great. But it's just in Swedish, and that is I think that's just like a huge personal triumph. I was then walking home from the train, so I had a text from my cousin, and we both live in San Francisco, and he's thinking about moving to Europe also. And this is something we talk about a lot, and he's right now in New York and I'm obviously here. So he was texting me being like, winter in New York, like it's actually kind of great if you can, you know, have some cozy places and some cozy people to spend time with and what have you. And I think after yesterday with the heavy winter propaganda weather that we were having, I was saying like, yeah, basically I think that myself as a basically lifelong California resident, but also as people who live in this very temperate place like San Francisco, the weather doesn't change very much over the course of the year. But in California in general, I think one of the big things that people always say is, oh, the weather is amazing, blah, blah, blah. And like the weather is good. You know, if you're just looking at it like warm and sunny as what good weather is, then the weather is good for the most part. In San Francisco, we have like 2 seasons. And I think, speaking from my own experience, I think that the sort of temperateness or like the niceness of California and how everyone says, oh, California weather is so nice, blah, blah, blah. It acts to kind of like keep you locked in a place because it makes you think that like life is going to be worse elsewhere. Because of the weather. It's like, oh, well, this is like the best place on earth. So like, why would I ever leave? And I'm really grateful that I've come here at this time. Like, even when I would say to people like, oh, I really want to go to Sweden in like January to March. And they'd be like, why the fuck do you want to do that? Like, that's the worst time of year to come. You should come in the summer. And I understand, like, the summer is gorgeous. I don't deny that. But I feel really like grateful that I am here during this time because there's also so much to enjoy. Like, even though the cold I think is quite hard on my body, I still kind of like it. And like to see the water frozen over, to see people going out on the ice, to see the snow, to see the sun, like I don't know if I would trade that for San Francisco weather all year round. I just think that this idea of like nice weather, like I think that as Californians we have, or at least like Californians who live in the temperate regions, not like the mountains where they actually do get snow, but I feel like we have a very warped idea of weather and seasons and like what makes life good in an odd way. And like, don't get me wrong, there are certain seasons in San Francisco that are wildly beautiful. Like actually right now, I guess we get kind of like an early spring, but right now in San Francisco, it's when it's like most green, it's verdant, the acacia starts to bloom, and it can be kind of like magical and like romantic and seductive in a way. And that is beautiful. And like, I'm very glad to have experienced that. But it's not the only thing. I think that's my point, is like, I think living in California, there's such a mythology of like, or a mythologizing of how wonderful California is. And it is nice. I don't deny it. But I just think like there's more to the world and there's more to life than just Californian weather. And like, I'm fucking bored of wearing my brown coat. Like, even if I just had a different coat that was equally warm, I think I would be like, okay, this is fun. I am kind of going around feeling like low-key ugly all the time, or just like I'm not getting to like express myself through my style as much as I normally would, at least outdoors, because I'm just bundled up all the time, and that's boring. Like, that's frustrating. But I also think that if I were to live here for longer, I would naturally like acquire more winter appropriate outerwear that would allow me to kind of like mix up and sort of more appropriately or more accurately like represent my style. I wanted to say this thing about California because it's been a thought that's been percolating for a while, like this feeling of kind of, I almost felt like I felt like locked in to living in California because it was all I had known, and because everyone said like, oh, the winters are so hard or whatever, oh, it's so cold, like because I'd never experienced cold or winter, I felt like, well, everyone says this is the best and everything else sucks, so like I can't leave now. But that I think was a bit of a silly thought.
Worked really hard on the resume yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And then
Hi, we're on these tire
We're on
swings.
the
Isabella wanted to go on the tire swings. What?
Very
Compact. It's because it's frozen, I think. Hi.
Hi.
walking in the park. It's an extremely beautiful day. There's snow everywhere. We just went to the church. Isabella is planning a maybe near bathroom break because the church had free coffee, okay? Danger zone. And now we're walking here. You can see. Here, we'll walk backwards so you can see and we won't slip on the ice. Whoa, whoa.
And on your
whoa,
left, we have Royce Hall.
whoa. And don't walk into a trash can. Ha ha ha. Go Bruins. And we're so happy to be having our sister Marvel together. Right?
Yes.
Or maybe we walk forwards now. Anything else? We went to this church. Oh. Okay.
We went to the church. This church.
Yeah, Sophia Church. It's right across from Esse and Max's Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gorgeous day. It's like 28 or 29.
Yeah, 28 or 29. It's gorgeous.
No, it seriously is. It's like easily 10 degrees warmer than it's been for
It's
the
very
last
warm.
week. It's so nice. Looked at the weather, and next week we have like multiple days in the mid 30s, which is warmer than it is now, and very
was
much
9
warmer than today. Okay,
degrees
wait,
the
hold
other
on.
day.
These stairs. Let's just not go on the stairs. Just go on the stairs.
I could sled down this little hill.
You want to? Your butt will get all wet though. She's thinking about it. Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let me. Here you go. This is stupid, Isabella. Wow.
My phone was in my back
Oh.
pocket. My phone was in my pocket. I knew that.
There's a woman walking up the stairs, and I feel like she was just like, "What are you doing?" Okay, don't sled down this one. We need to. These stairs are kind of fucked up. TBH.
TBH.
Okay, we need to focus. Oh no! Sorry, that's not allowed. Isabella's trying to have more coffee, and that's not allowed. Gotta put the phone away because we need to use the handrail. Bye bye. I'm just sitting here in Nytorget. My sister and I went for such a lovely walk up into Vitebergsparken and then down by the water and then just back up. It was so nice to hang out, the two of us. It was really sweet, and we just gabbed about lots of different stuff and also like played on the swings and just had a really fun time. It's honestly so sweet to have my sister here. It's like this, it's the best. And I cannot believe, I know I've already said this, but we are having such an insanely beautiful day, and it's like warm in the sun. And I also feel like today's the first day in like a couple of weeks where it's really been like warm enough to comfortably just like walk around outside for an extended period of time. So I'm loving that. Positively loving, because it's felt like, yeah, pretty tough to be outside in these like -8 sort of days. So having a good time. I think I'm gonna go home and work on my paper soon. So huzzah. It's not even 2 yet. I just almost finished my paper. I just need to write a conclusion, read through it again, tighten up my argument, I guess, a little bit if need be, and do my works cited and make sure that everything is included and like is cited properly. But otherwise, I think I'm just about done. I mean, it's not very long. Not because I didn't write enough, but because the prompt calls for only 5 pages. So, wow, go crazy here. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like that went really quickly. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I have like I have like 4 3/4 of a page right now. So I have just a little bit of space left for my conclusion, and then I'll be done. Yay.
But
what is
this
it?
goes nuts. It is
Nutella ice cream. I think with either chocolate sauce or Nutella.
Definitely Nutella.
Biscoff cream and crumbs. And then a donut filled with Nutella.
And whipped cream.
And whipped cream.
Wow.